This looks like a simple subtraction question, but it's actually one of the easiest ways to lose marks in the 0580 exam. The moment you see correct to the nearest, this question stops being arithmetic and becomes a bounds problem. If you just subtract the numbers like this, you've already lost the marks. To get the correct answer, you need to think like an examiner and find the extreme possibilities. Let's break down this exact question from the 2025 paper, step by step.
Question number 1. The nth term of a sequence is 5 minus 2n. A. Find the sixth term of this sequence. So here we have to find out the sixth term. So what just we have to substitute in the place of n 6. Sixth term is equal to 5 minus 2 into 6. That is 5 minus 2 6 are 12. So it is minus 7. The sixth term is minus 7. Question B. Find the greatest number in this sequence. So now before deciding on this, like don't guess the answer. Before doing anything, write the sequence up to some number, some of the terms, like 5 terms you can write down. So first term will be 5 into 5 minus 2n. Sorry, 5 minus 2 into 1, 5 minus 2 into 2. This is first term, this is first term, this is second term. 5 minus 2 into 3, 5 minus 2 into 4, so on. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 minus 2 into 2, 4, that is 5 minus 4 is 1. 5 minus 2 into 3, 6, minus 1. 5 minus 2 into 4, that is 8, which is minus 3, and so on. So now as the sequence is continuing, the numbers are becoming negative. So that means they are all smaller. So the greatest number is the first term here. So it is 3. Question number 2. The stem and leaf diagram shows the age of each of 16 adults. So this is the stem and leaf diagram given. The key is also given. 3, 2 is 32 years. Question A is find the mode. What is the mode? Mode is something which is having more frequency. So I can see here 45, 4, 5, 45, 4, 5, 45 2 times. That is only 2 times, but we can see 51 3 times. So that means 51 is the mode. 51 years is the mode. Then median. So median you have to do carefully, students. Write down all the numbers in increasing order. So 32, 33, 33, 35, 36, 37, 40, 41, 45, 45, 46, 48, 49, 51, 51, 51. Cancel out the numbers from and both extreme ends. Two numbers are left out. So find out the average of those two numbers. 41 plus 45 by 2 is 86 by 2, which is 43. So 43 years is the median here. Next question C. Find the percentage of the 16 adults with an age of less than 38 years. So now we have to pick out those people whose age is less than 38 years. So let us circle them. Less than 38 will all be the numbers before 38. So 32, 33, 35, 36, 37. These are all the people whose age is less than 38. So how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Percentage will be, first let me write number of people with less than 38 years of age is 16. Sorry, 6. Altogether they are 16, right? 6. The percentage of those people will be 6 out of 16 multiplied by 100. So just find out that. Take fraction button, 6 by 16 into 100. That is 7.5. This is the answer. Question number 3. G is equal to 4 by 5 m square n. Find the value of G when m is equal to 6 and n is equal to 15. So just substitute the values here. G is equal to 4 by 5, m square is 6 square into n is 15. Use your calculator. 4 by 5, 4 by 5 into 6 square into 15, 432. Next, question number 4. A. The scale diagram shows the position of town A on a map. So this is the town A. Its position is given with a north line. Town B is 12 kilometers from town A on a bearing of 080 degrees. There is another town and it is on the bearing of 080 degrees from town A. Using a scale of 1 centimeter represents 2 kilometer. Mark the position of town B on the diagram. So here this one I need to use protractor and compass. So the description has the link for this video. You can go through it. Let us go forward now. Question number B. The bearing of C from D is 130 degrees. Work out the bearing of D from C. So first of all, let us mark the uh, D, point D first. So D is, this is D. Now from the bearing of C, so that means we will have to draw the bearing of C. Now C is 130 degrees from D. So this is 130 degrees. So suppose this is C and this is the north line. C. So this is 130 degrees here. This is 130. They are asking now the bearing of D from C. So that means they are asking this angle. So for that, let me extend this north lines. So these north lines are parallel. And when I extend this line, which is like a transversal here. So what you see is this angle and this angle are equal. They are corresponding angles. And then this remaining angle is straight angle because you can see that it's on this line. This line. So you have to just add this angle from here, 130 plus this 180. You will get the answer. 130 plus 180 is equal to 310 degrees. So this is the bearing of D from C. Question number 5. A. The diagram shows a regular decagon. AB is a line of symmetry of the decagon. This is the decagon and the line of symmetry is drawn. Work out the value of D. They are asking us to find out this angle. So now when a symmetrical line is drawn, this will be the interior angle for each corner of this decagon, right? So now there is a line drawn in between this. That means this whole interior angle is been divided into two equal halves. So let us find out the each interior angle value for this given decagon and then divide by 2. So we'll find out the interior angle. Each interior angle will be 180 minus 360 divided by 10. Find out 180 minus 360 by 10 is 144. So now each interior angle is 144 degrees. So D will be half of it. So divide that by 2, you will get 72 degrees. This is the value for D. Question number B. The exterior angle of a regular polygon with n sides is 45 degrees. Work out the value of n. So here it is simple. They have given us the exterior angle. So n will be equal to total 360 divided by the given exterior angle. Do it. 360 divided by 45 is 8. So it's a 8-sided regular polygon. N is 8. Question number 6. Simplify a y raised to 5 by y raised to 2. This is in the form of a raised to m by a raised to n, that is a raised to m minus n. Let us write the rule here. So a raised to m minus n. So that will be y raised to 5 minus 2, that is y raised to 3. So y raised to 3 is the answer. Question B. 3x cube into 5x raised to 5. Here you have to first multiply the coefficients, multiply the x cube and x raised to 5. Coefficients are product of coefficient is 15. Then x raised to 3 plus 5, because we are using here the rule a raised to m into a raised to n will be a raised to m plus n. So we have added the powers. 15 x raised to 8 is the final answer. Question number 7. It's a transformation question. There are two triangles given and one more triangle. Let us see what is the question. A. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle D onto triangle E. Now we have to see that what is the transformation of these two triangles. When you see the shape, size, it is exactly same, but it is changing its place, like from top to bottom it has come. Orientation is exactly same. So that kind of transformation is always translation. And now we need to find out the vector for the translation. Let us take any one vertex of the shape. Let us take this. And now check how it is going shifting. So let me check the boxes going down. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 boxes going down. That is minus 8 we have to take. Then let us take the, till here we reached minus 8. This from here I will check the box is going to the right. This is the corresponding vertex. I am checking the vertex of this, like how it is shifted. First I have seen 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is going down, and from here it is going right, which is 2. So it is 2 minus 8. So the vector is 2 minus 8. So write down the answer here. It is translation vector 2 minus 8. Question B. Question B. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle D onto triangle F. So now here this triangle is transforming into this triangle F. You can see with the size itself that it is enlargement. The size has reduced, so it is enlargement, but we need to find here the center and also the scale factor. So for that, let us join the corresponding vertices and check what is the center. So this vertex, first of all, figure out what are the corresponding vertices. This and this is the corresponding vertex. This and this is the corresponding vertex. This and this is the corresponding vertex. for each other. Let me draw the lines now. Use your rulers here. Now where it is joined, you can see that it has not joined, sorry, it is intersecting at this point. And what is that point? It is minus 3, 4. This is the center of enlargement. Now when the enlarged shapes are on either side of the center of enlargement, you have to understand that the scale factor will always be negative. When the center is in between the two enlarged shapes, then your scale factor is always negative. Now find out the scale factor. For scale factor, you have to check now from center how far is the vertex of this triangle and check the other triangle. Let us take this vertex. Now I'll count here. You go up 1, 2, 3 times. It is up, and sidewise it is 1, 2, 3. So 3, 3. It's going 3 times up and 3 times left. Here the same vertex, corresponding vertex is this. So here it is going one box down and one box right. So here the proportion is like 3 to 1, and it has reduced here. So it is negative 1 by 3 it is. The scale factor is negative 1 by 3. Why negative? Because it is on the either side of the center. And why it is 1/3? 1/3 because as I saw the vertex of the big triangle, it was 3 up and 3 left, and the small triangle is 3 down and 3 right, quite opposite with 3 and 1 ratio. So that means the scale factor is minus 1 by 3. So just write down that enlargement scale factor minus 1 by 3, center minus 3 by 4. Sorry, minus 3, 4. My mistake. Minus 3, 4 is the center. Question 8. M is a positive integer. Write these values in order of size, starting with the smallest. M, 33% of M, 1 by 3 of M, 320% of M by 10. Before doing any guessing or something, assume the value of n because it's a positive integer. So let us take, let M be any number. So I'm taking 200. You can take any number, but take it in a way it will be easy for us to find the answer. So like I have taken 200. So now for 200, M will be 200 here. Then find out 33% of 200. So it is 33 by 100. It's 66. Then find out 1/3 of M. Delete this one. 1 and 3. 1/3 of M is 66.666. So let me write 66.67. Then 320 of M by 10. 320 of M by 10. So write down M by 10 here. Oh, sorry. 210. Then 320% means 320. 320 by 100. It's 64. So what is the smallest here? Smallest is 64. This is smallest. So 320% of M by 10 will come first. 320% of M by 10. Next smallest is 66. So 33% of M. Next smallest is 66.7. So 1/3 of M. Last is 200. Sorry, not 200. Add on M. Don't write the value which you have taken. The answer will be wrong. So M. Question number 9. Draw a ring around the calculation that is equivalent to n divided by 2, 3 by 5. So n divided by 2, 3 by 5. And what are the options given here? Just check. N into 2, 5 by 3, n into 5 by 13, n into 13 by 5, n 1 by n into 13 by 5, 1 by n into 5 by 13. So this one, let us, all are multiplication. So let me write this, simplify this mixed number and write this as a multiplication. So what will be that? N divided by 2, 3 by 5 will be 2 5s are 10, 10 plus 3 is 13. So n divided by 13 by 5. Now when I write n into, this becomes the reciprocal of it. So it is n into 5 by 13. So which is that number? Which is that expression? This one. N into 5 by 13 is equal to that given. Question number 9 is over 10 now. Solve the simultaneous equations. You must show all your working. Solve the simultaneous equations. You must show all your working. 3x plus 5y is equal to 5. 2x minus 5y is equal to 45. So give them numbers, the equation 1, equation 2. Add equation 1 and 2. Why I am adding? Because I can see 5y in both the equations having opposite signs. So addition will make our work easy. So 3x plus 5y is equal to 5. 2x minus 5y is equal to 45. Adding them, this gets cancelled. 3x plus 2x will be 5x and 5 plus 45 will be 50. Using this, you find out value of x. X is equal to 50 by 5, that is 10. We've got the value of x. Substitute that in the equation, any one of the equation you can take. Substitute in equation 1, which is x is equal to 10. 3 into 10 plus 5y is equal to 5. This is equation 1. So 30 plus 5y is equal to 5. Bring 30 onto the right hand side. It will be 5 minus 30. 5y will be 5 minus 30 is minus 25. Then y will be minus 25 by 5, which is minus 5. So x value is 10, y value is minus 5. Question number 11. Use a number from the box to complete each statement. The number that is not written in standard form is. So now when you see these numbers, 2.89 into 10 raised to minus 1, this is in standard form because the number, the digit before point is in between 1 to 10. And 1.3 also into 10 raised to 12, it's in a standard form. This also is standard form, this also. But when you see this last one, it is 0.3. So 0.3 means this number, this digit is less than 1. So that cannot be in a standard form. So write down that as the standard, it's not in standard form. Then the next question, the largest number is. What is the largest number now? When you see the powers of 10, this is negative number, this cannot be. This is a positive number, it's 12, so this can be. Here it is 1, here it is 11, here it is minus 5 and minus 2. So the highest power is this. So obviously the value will be the highest here. 1.3 into 10 raised to 12. The smallest. So now you will see the negative number with the bigger number. So it is minus 5 is the smallest power here. So 2.03 into 10 raised to minus 5. This is the smallest number. Question number 12. A vase contains flowers that are red or pink or white. Ruth picks a flower at random from the vase. The probability that the flower is not red is 0.9. The probability that the flower is not pink is 0.65. Find the probability that the flower is white. So we have to find out the flower which is white, probability of the flower which is white. For us it is given that probability of not red. is 0.9. Probability of not pink is 0.65. Using these two, we will find out the probability of red and pink. The probability of red will be 1 minus that given probability which is not red. So it will be 1 minus 0.9 is 0.1. You can do in the calculator. 0.1. Then probability of pink will be 1 minus 0.65. So 1 minus 0.65 is 0.35. We got this. Then we will see that generally when you add all the probabilities, the value will be 1. Probability of white plus probability of red plus probability of pink will be 1. We already know these two values. So to get the value of probability of white is equal to 1 minus sum of these, probability of red plus probability of pink. That means you can even write here minus. Directly will let me write the minus sign. Now substitute them. That is equal to 1 minus 0. What is red? 0.1 and minus 0.35. Find out 1 minus 0.1 minus 0.35 is 0.55. So the probability that a white flower is picked is 0.55. Question number 13. The point 5 1024 lies on the curve y is equal to c raised to x, where c is a whole number. Find the y coordinate of the point on the curve with x coordinate minus 2. So they gave us the coordinates of the point as 5 and 1024, and the curve is, the equation of the curve is y is equal to c raised to x. Now because this point is on this, you can substitute the values of y and x in this. So write down y as 1024 and c as, c we don't know, x we know, that is 5. Taking this, we'll find out the value of c. I'll flip the equation so that I can find the value. C is equal to, c is raised to 5. So to get the value of c, we can do fifth root of 1024. Because if I do fifth root of c raised to 5, 5 gets cancelled and we'll get the value of c. To find out fifth root of 1024 is 4. So that means value of c is 4. But the question is, we need to find out the y coordinate point on the curve where x is minus 2. So now using the same equation, y is equal to c raised to minus 2 we have to find out. Now you know what is c. C is 4. 4 raised to minus 2. So that will be 4 raised to 1 by 4 raised to 2. It is 1 by 16. So this is the answer. Question number 14. These expressions are all equal in value. Find the value of y. They have given us 3 different expressions, in which 2 expressions have x and in 1 expression we have y. So using these 2 expressions which have x, we'll find the value of x first. They are equal in value, that means you have to write them as equal to. This is equal to this. Now solve this. It gets cross multiplied like this. So it is 5x minus 2 is equal to 3 into 10 minus x. Open the bracket on right hand side. 30 minus 3x. Bring the like terms to the left hand side and constant to the right hand side. So 3x will be plus 3x here. Minus 3x becomes plus 3x and minus 2 becomes plus 2 on right hand side. you get 8x is equal to 32. So x is equal to 32 divided by 8, which is 4. We got the value of x. Now take the next two expressions here, equate them and put the value of x. So 10 minus x is equal to y plus 11. 10 minus x we already got as 4, y plus 11. Bring 11 onto the left hand side, keeping y there alone. So 10 minus 15 is equal to y. So minus 5 is equal to y. So that means y is minus 5. Question number 15. The population of a town is 54,000. The population of a town is 54,000. The population is decreasing exponentially at a rate of 2% per year. Calculate the decrease in the population at the end of 4 years. So at the end of 4 years, what is the population decreased? So decrease in population is equal to 54,000. From that subtract the depreciation formula you need to apply here. You have to subtract this. Put the whole thing in calculator. 54,000 minus 54,000 into 1 minus 2 by 100 whole raised to 4. Okay. 4,192.119. 4,192.119. So you cannot write the population as decimal, so you can write 4,192 is the population decrease here. Then question number B. Find the number of complete years it takes for the population of 54,000 to first fall below 44,000. So now when we are seeing after 4 years it is falling 4,000, so that means it is not less than 44,000. So it has to go below 44,000. So let us take the depreciation thing here using the value of n. 54,000 into 1 minus 2 by 100 whole raised to, let us take 6. So if I take 6, it is 47,000. It's not falling below 44. Let me increase the number. Let me take it as 8. Sorry, 8. 8 is, again it is 45,941. It has to go below 44,000. Let me change this number again. Let me make it 9. Still it is 45,000. Let me change again. 10. 10 is the power 44,121. It's coming near to it. First fall, that means now after 10 I will I will not jump the number. I will go to 12 now. Sorry, 11. Sorry. After 10, 11 years. Now after 11 years, it is 43,000. Yes. When it was 10 years, it is 44,000 something. And then when it is 11 years, it is 43. So first falling is in complete 11 years. So we will show both of them here. 54,000 into 1 minus 2 by 10, 2 by 100, sorry, whole raised to 10 is how much? And 54,000, 1 minus 2 by 100 whole raised to 11 is how much? So 11 is 43,239 point, let me write 5 here. And for the previous one, well, let me put here 10 and see 44,121.9. So for this is less than 44,000 the first time. So the value of n is 11 here, so it is complete 11 years it will be taking to fall below 44,000. Question number 16. Expand and simplify. A. 7 into x plus 2 plus 4 into 3x minus 5. 7 into x plus 2 plus 4 into 3x minus 5. 7 into x is 7x, 7 into 2 is 14, plus 4 into 3 is 12x minus 20. 7x plus 12x is 19x, 14 minus 20 is minus 6. So this is the answer. This is simplified expression for the given question. Question number B now. 3x minus y into 5x plus 2y. Multiply the first term with first term, 3x into 5x. Then second term with first term, minus y into 5x. Then next first term with second term, plus 3x into 2y. Then plus minus y into 2y. 3x into 5x is 15x square. Minus y into plus 5y is minus 5xy. 3x into 2y is 6xy. Minus y into plus 2y is minus 2y square. Xy are like terms, you have to add them. Minus 5 plus 6 will be 1. So 15x square plus xy minus 2y square. This is the answer. 15x square plus xy minus 2y square. Question number 17. Make t the subject of the formula x is equal to 7t by 5 minus t. So when t is on right side, let it come to the left side. Flip the equation. Now cross multiply like this. So 7t is equal to x into 5 minus t. Put the bracket. Now multiply x with 5 and t. Bring the t term to the left side. It will be plus tx and 5x as it is on the right side. 7t plus tx, keep t common and make the other right in bracket. Last step now, keeping t, bring 7 plus x onto the right side. It is coming to the denominator, that is 7 plus x, 5x by 7 plus x. So this is the answer. Question number 18. There is a figure given here. Question A is calculate the value of x. We need to find this angle. So when you see this triangle here, this angle we need to find out, where you have one of the side, two sides given and one angle is given. So we can use here the sine rule. So sine 102, the opposite side is 64.5, is equal to sine x, the opposite side is 41.3. Cross multiply sine 102 into 41.3 is equal to sine x into 64.5. Keeping sine x on one side of the equation, if you bring 64.5 to the other side, sine 102 into 41.3 by 64.5 will be in denominator. Using this again, you need the value of x, so x is equal to the value will be sine inverse of the complete expression on right hand side. Input the whole thing in the calculator. Shift key, sign button, open the bracket. Okay, already the bracket is open. Okay, fraction button, sin 102. Sin 102 into 41.3 by 64, 64.5. We got 38.778. So x is equal to 38.778, which can be rounded to 38.8 degrees. 38.8 is the answer. Question A is done. Now question B, calculate the value of y. So in the same figure, when you see the other triangle here, which has y as the angle, and all the three sides are given. So here we need to use the cos rule. Cos rule, if you take, the opposite side of the angle will be taken on the left hand side. So it is 70.2 square is equal to 64.5 square plus 52.1 square, the other two sides which are given, minus 2 into, multiply these two sides, into cos the given angle y, which we have to find out. Now we need to find the value of y, so flip the equation, bring all the unknown values to the right hand side. So the cos y will be, if I bring these two to the other side, they become negative, and there is already 70.2 whole square on the other side of the equation. So keeping that, if I change the sign of these two numbers, square numbers, and this part is getting multiplied to cos y, so that will be divided on the other side of the equation. So your value will be this much. Now we want only y, so it will be cos inverse of this, cos inverse of this whole value. While writing such calculation numbers, be very careful, and while putting the values in the calculator also, you have to be careful. So cos inverse, fraction button, 70.2 square minus 64.5 square minus 52.1 square by negative 2 multiplied by 64.5 multiplied by 52.1 to get the answer, 73.163. Did I put all the values correctly? 70.2 square, 64.5 square, and 52.1 square. Yeah, so it is 73.163 is equal to 73.163. So it can be written as 73.2 square. Not square, sorry, 73.2 degrees. Question number 19. F of x is equal to 5 raised to x. G of x is equal to 3x minus 2. H of x is equal to x square plus 1. Question A, find 5 function of f of x as f of 5. So f of 5 will be 5 raised to 5. Find out what is 5 raised to 5. 5 raised to 5. 3125. 3125. This is the answer. Question B. Find g of 8x. So in place of x we need to put 8x. So g of 8x will be 3 into 8x minus 2. So it is 24x minus 2. You can take 2 common and write in brackets 12x minus 1. This is the answer. Question C. Find g inverse of x. So for any g inverse function, you can take the function given g of x function equal to as y, keeping x term on the left hand side. You can bring the remaining on the right hand side by transposing method. Y plus 2, because we are bringing minus 2 to the right side, then x will be y plus 2 by 3. We got x as y. Now express the same thing in terms of x. So g inverse of x will be x plus 2 by 3. Question number D. Find the positive solution of g of h of x, that is equal to 364. So first of all, what is h of x? H of x is x square plus 1. Now g of h of x will be g of x square plus 1. Then now g of x square plus 1 will be 3 into x square plus 1 minus 2. That will be 3x square plus 3 minus 2. That will be 3x square plus 1. Now that is given as 364. So 3x square plus 1 is equal to 364. Keeping 3x square, bring 1 onto the right hand side. 364 plus minus 1, sorry. Then 3x square is equal to 363. Find out x square. 363 divided by 3 is 121. So x will be square root of 121. That gives you x value as 11, plus or minus 11, but they asked us to give only positive solution, so our answer will be just 11, that is positive. Question number E. It's a very simple question but seems to be difficult. F of f inverse of 12 will be what? So whenever an inverse function with a function with its same function is given, that cancel itself, so the answer will be the value. So here it's 12. Question 20. Y is equal to x cube plus 3x square minus 13x. Find the value of dy by dx. So dy by dx will be, take the power of the first term 3 into x raised to 3 minus 1 plus power of the next term, which is 2 into the coefficient into x raised to 2 minus 1. You can write this as into itself. Then next is the power of the third term 1 into 13 into x raised to 1 minus 1. That will be 3x square plus 2 into 3 is 6 x raised to 1 6x minus 3 into minus 1 into 13 is 13, x raised to 0 is 1, so minus 13. This is the gradient, the not gradient, if they ask the dy by dx, so that will be the gradient only for any cubic equation. Sorry. So 3x square plus 6x minus 13. Question B. Find the gradient of the curve y is equal to x cube plus 3x square minus 13x at the point where x is equal to 3. So we already got the gradient here. M is equal to 3x square plus 6x minus 13 at point where x is equal to 3. So substitute the values of the same. 3 into 3 square plus 6 into 3 minus 13 is equal to 3 into 9 plus 6 3s are 18 minus 13. So do it. 27 minus 18 minus 13 is minus 4. So the gradient is minus 4. Question 21. A dressmaker takes 75 hours to make 31 dresses. In week 1, she takes a total of 12 hours 30 minutes to make the first 4 dresses. In week 2, she makes the remaining 27 dresses at constant hourly rate. Work out the percentage increase in her hourly rate of making dresses from week 1 to week 2. So let us divide this question in two parts, like week 1 what is she doing and week 2 what it is happening. So week 1 she is making 4 dresses in 12 hours 30 minutes. 4 dresses 12 hours 30 minutes. So what is the hourly rate here? Find out. So hourly rate will be number of dresses divided by time. So time is 12 hours 30 minutes, so I am taking 12.5. Find out. 4 divided by 12.5, 0.32. 0.32 dresses per hour. Then week 2, she has made remaining 27 dresses at a constant hourly rate. So what is the hourly rate there? We will find out. So first of all, we have to find out how much time she has taken. Time taken will be, we have to subtract 12 hours 30 minutes from 75. So subtract that. You can directly do using decimal. 12.5. 62.5 hours she worked in the second week. So what is the number of dresses she made? Number of dresses she made is 27 dresses. So hourly rate will be, let me divide this. Hourly rate is equal to 27 divided by 62.5. So that we can find out 27 divided by 62.5, 0.432 dresses per hour. Now as we found out the rate, now we'll find out the difference in the rates. Difference 0.432 minus 0.32 will be 0.432 minus 0.32, 0.112. So percentage increase will be 0.112 by 0.32 into 100. 35% increase. This is the answer. Question number 22a. The diagram shows two mathematically similar triangles. Find the value of x. So this is related to similarity. We have been given two triangles. The measurements both have millimeters as their side lengths. We need to find this x, mm. So whenever the two shapes are similar, their corresponding sides of the ratios of their corresponding sides will be always equal. So for do that, 14 by x is equal to 10 by 45. Cross multiply. 14 into 45 is equal to 10x. Now 14 into 45 by 10, if you do, you get x. Find out. 14 into 45 by 10, 63. So answer is 63 mm. 63 mm, sorry. Question number B. The surface area of two mathematically similar containers are 124 centimeter square and 279 centimeter square. The capacity of the smaller container is 56 milliliter. Find the capacity of the larger container. Here they have given the capacity, so capacity is equal to volume. And what is the relationship between the two mathematically similar solid shapes, like if their area and volume is given? So you can take their surface area ratios and cube them. That will be equal to the volume, and assume the other volume as x and its square. The cube of their surface areas will be equal to ratio of their surface areas will be cubed, that will be equal to the squares of their volume. And now 56 milliliter is nothing but 56 centimeter cube. So we can take this exactly as it is, centimeter cube. Now take the powers separately. 124 cube by 279 cube will be equal to 56 square by x square. Cross multiply. X square into 124 cube is equal to 56 square into 279 cube. X square is equal to 56 square into 279 cube by 124 cube, and finding x will be the square root of x. X will be square root of 56 square into 279 cube by 124 cube. We cannot take minus here because it's volume. We are finding volume, so you have to take the positive value only. I am reminding you, for square root plus or minus values will come, so you cannot take the minus value. Okay, anyway, find the value now here. 56 square into 279 cube by 124 cube, 189, that is equal to 189 milliliters is the answer. This is the capacity of the container, the larger container. Question number 23. The table shows some information about the mass of each of 200 oranges. Mass in grams, frequency 180 to 200, 200 to 210, 210 to 215, 215 to 230. These are the class intervals, and the frequencies are given 32, 64, 74 and 30. Question A. Calculate an estimate of mean mass of an orange. So finding the mean here, to find the mean of the given data, we need to find the mid value of each class here. So mid value we will find out 180 plus 200 by 2. 180 plus 200 by 2. 190. This is the mid value for the first class. Now next class is 200 and 210. So let me change here itself. 210 and 200 is added. 205 is the mid value. Next class has 210 and 215. So 215, if I write, yeah, it is 212.2, 212.5, sorry, not 2. Then next 215, 230. So change this one digit here, 30. So it is 222.5. 222.5. Now find the mean. Mean is equal to the mid value multiplied by frequency for every class and add them. 205 into 64 plus 212.5 into 74 plus 225.5 into 30 by divided by 200 oranges, that is total number of oranges. Use the calculator. 190 into 32 plus 205 into 64 plus 212.5 into 74 plus plus 222.5 into 30 by 200 is 208. So it is 208 grams is the mass of each orange. Question A is over. Question B now. Sarah draws a histogram. Sarah draws a histogram to show this information. The table shows the height of one of the bars for this histogram. So only one class they have given us the height of the bar. Remaining all we need to find out. So for this I have made a table here so that it will be easy for us to make the find out the other height of the bars. So now in this you can see here the frequencies we know the class size of each. Now we will find out uh, the relationship between the frequency density and the height of the bar. So first we need to find the frequency density. We know this height of the bar, we'll find the frequency density. So frequency density is, we'll find for this class only. So frequency density will be class size divided by, sorry, not class size divided by, frequency divided by 74 divided by the class size. What it is, just check. 74 divided by 5 is 14.8. So it is 14.8. The frequency density is 14.8. Now 14.8, they have drawn the height of the bar as this much. So just divide these two again. 14.2 divided 14.8 divided by 7.4 is equal to 2. So that means you need to divide every frequency density by 2. So to get the height, we need to divide the frequency density by 2. We will get the height of the bar. So find out the frequency density for first class now. First class, or else just write the class interval and then write. No need to write this. 180 less than m less than or equal to 200. What is the frequency density for this? Frequency divided by 32 divided by, frequency is 32 divided by class size. What is the answer? 32 divided by 20 is 16.6. 16.6 is the frequency density. So the height of the bar will be, divide that by 2. You will get the answer. 8.3. So this is 8.3. Next do the same thing for 200 less than m less than or equal to 210. Frequency density is equal to 74 divided, sorry, not 74, 64. 64 divided by 10. So this will be 6.4. So height will be, height of the bar will be 6.4 by 2, that is 3.2. So this is 3.2. Last one, the last class. So right here somewhere, 215 less than m less than equal to 230. The frequency density is, just divide the frequency by the class size, it is 2. Then height will be 2 divided by 2, which is 1. So this is 1. That's it. This is done. Question number 24. The diagram shows a cuboid ABCDEFGH. AE is 6.4 centimeters, EH is 5.1 centimeters, and AG is 13 centimeters. AG is this line, 13 centimeters. Question A, calculate EF. We need to find out EF. EF is one of the edge of this cuboid. We need to find this edge. So first let us draw one line making a diagonal at the base, that is EG. Now you can see a triangle AEG or AGE, whatever you can say. Using that we'll find out, using the base we will find out, no, using this triangle AGE we'll find out EG. Okay, so we'll join EG in triangle AGE. Pythagoras theorem. Now you taking the Pythagoras theorem, we know the hypotenuse, we know one of the perpendicular side. EG will be is equal to square root of 13 square minus 6.4 square. This is, you can keep as it is without calculating. You can directly put it in the next one, because we are not still to the final answer. We need EF. So now when you want to find EF, you have to take the triangle, in triangle EFG, EF is equal to, again now this will be the hypotenuse which we found out. This is the hypotenuse for the triangle. So this square minus the perpendicular side of the triangle, which is FG. Okay, so okay, let me write the formula with sides. So EG square minus FG square. So square root of this square, 13 square minus 6.4 square, minus FG square is 5.1 square. So put this whole thing in the calculator. You can see that there is square root with square, so you can cancel out and put this in the calculator. So you have to write 13 square minus 6.4 square minus 5.1 square. So it is 10.1000. So this is the answer, 10.1 centimeters. Question B, calculate the angle between the line AG and the base EFGH of the cuboid. We need to find the angle now. We already drew the diagonal at the base, so we need to find this angle, angle AGE. We need to find angle AGE. So you can use here the sine rule, because you have the opposite side here. The opposite side of this angle is given to us, and we also know that the opposite side of the right angle is 13. Using sine rule we can find out this angle here. So just follow that. Sine angle AGE, sine AGE Sine angle AGE by the opposite side is 6.4 is equal to sine 90 by the opposite side is 13. Cross multiply sine of angle AGE, sorry, I have to write AGE, not AG, my mistake. AGE, oh sorry, yeah, AGE, correct. Angle AGE, so AGE will be multiplied by 13, that is equal to sine 90 multiplied by 6.4. Sine 90 is 1, so you can just write 6.4. So sine of angle AGE is equal to sine 90 is 1, so you can keep it as it is. I mean, you can leave it and write 6.4 only, because 1 into 6.4 is 6.4. 13 gets divided. Now we'll only find out angle of AGE. Angle AGE is equal to sine inverse of 6.4 by 13. Find out sine inverse of 6.4 divided by 13, which is 29.492. So it is 29.492 degrees, which is 29.5 degrees. So the answer is 29.5. Number 25. Jenna has a length of wire measuring 68 centimeters correct to the nearest centimeter. From this wire she cuts off two smaller pieces. A piece of length 4.7 centimeter correct to the nearest millimeter. A piece of length 10 centimeter correct to the nearest millimeter. Work out the lower bound and the upper bound for the length of the wire remaining. Okay, so we will write the upper and lower bound of the wire for the actual wire given here, which is 68 centimeters. So upper bound of 68 centimeter of wire is equal to 68 plus, it is to the nearest centimeter, so 1 centimeter will be 0.5 centimeters when we divide it, when you divide it. So 68 plus 0.5 will be 68.5 centimeters. This is the upper bound. Then the lower bound of the same will be subtracting 0.5 from from 68, you get 67.5 centimeters. Now the piece of wire she cut. So first we'll find out the upper and lower bound of the first piece. The first piece upper bound is, it is correct to the nearest millimeter. Now millimeter, when if I write in centimeters, 1 millimeter will be, sorry, 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter is equal to 0.01 centimeter, or not 0.01, 0.1 centimeter. So 0.1 centimeter divided by 2 will be 0.05 centimeter. So we will add those, add for upper bound and subtract for lower bound. Upper bound first piece is 4.7 plus 0.05 is 47.05. Oh, sorry, not 47.05. 4.75 centimeters. And the lower bound will be 4.7 minus 0.05. Use the calculator if you are getting confused here. 4.7 minus 0.05 is 4.65. 4.65 is the lower bound and 4.75 is the upper bound. Then the second piece, same thing you'll do, upper bound you will add 10.0 plus 0.05. So 10 plus 0.05 will be 10.05, 10.05, and lower bound will be 10 minus 0.05. So if you do minus, you get here 9.95 centimeter, 9.95 centimeter. Now for the remaining wire, we'll find out the upper and lower bound. So when you are finding the remaining wire, you have to be very careful. To get the upper bound of the remaining wire, we will have to take the original wire upper bound of this wire, minus the sum of the lower bound of the piece they have cut. Okay. So the upper bound is 68.5 minus, what are the lower bounds of the pieces? You have to add them. 4.65 plus 9.95. Do this. 68.5 minus 4.65 plus 9.95 is 53.9. 53.9 centimeter is the upper bound which is remaining. Then we'll find out the lower bound. Lower bound is equal to, take the lower bound of the original wire minus add the upper bounds of the pieces they have cut. So 4.75 plus 10.05. Do this again. 67.5 minus subtract 4.75 plus 10.05. 52.7. 53.9. Sorry, not the, write the answer in the right place, children. This also will cost your marks here. So lower bound is 52.7, upper bound is 53.9. Okay students, if you think that this helped you a lot while understanding, do subscribe to my channel. I am going to put more and more content about IGCSE Mathematics. Let us proceed to the next question. Question 26. ABCD is a parallelogram. AB is equal to, vector AB is equal to M and vector AD is equal to P. F is a point on BC. F is a point on BC and BF is equal to 4FC. BF is 4 times of FC. So that means it is 1:4. This is 1 and this is 4. Then E is the point on AD. It is on AD and the ratio of AE and ED is 1:2. So here the direct ratio is given. This is 1:2 and this is 4:1. Now this is a parallelogram. So AB is parallel to CD. AD is parallel to BC. Find question number A now. Find EF in terms of M and P in its simplest form. We need to find EF. Vector EF we need to find out. So EF will be either ED plus DC plus CF, or it can be EA plus AB plus BF. Any one route you can take. So let me take one of them. EF is, vector EF is equal to ED plus DC plus CF. So one by one we'll find out all. ED will find out first. What is ED? ED is it's part of AD. So it is 2 out of 3 parts of AD. Right? So that will be 2 by 3 into P. This is ED. Then you can write it as 2 by 3 P. Then we need to find out DC. DC is already parallel to AB. So it will be M. DC is AB. So it is M. Then CF now. CF is the opposite direction vector for AD. So we have to take instead of P minus P, but it is part of that. So it is 1 out of 5 parts of uh, P, and it is negative P because it is the opposite. It's opposite of FC. So it will be minus P by 5. Now take this all and add them. 2 by 3P plus M plus minus P by 5. So now like terms are P here. So take M on the, keep M aside and add all these, add 2P and minus P by 5. So it will be minus P by 5 plus M, that will be equal to, the LCM is 15, 2 times 5 is 10P minus P into 3 is 3P plus M, that will be equal to 7 by 15, 7 by 15P plus M. This is the value for the vector EF. So the answer is 7 by 15 P plus M. Question number B now. EF and DC are extended to meet at point G. Find CG in terms of M and or P in its simplest form. Now there is a change in the diagram where you have to extend these two sides and make them meet at the point G. So I have made already here. Let me show you this one. EF and DC, they are extended. EF and DC are extended to meet at point G. So let me take this diagram and make you understand. Now we need to find out. We need to find out here. Find CG in terms of M and P. Find CG in terms of M and or P in its simplest form. We need to find this CG vector. So here you have to use the similarity property. These two triangles are similar. Let me show you. Triangle CGF is similar to triangle DGE. These two triangles, this triangle and this triangle. When you, how did we get this? Because there is a common angle here. Okay, because this side is parallel to this side, it is having one more set of angles as equal, and this side is proportional to this side. So by side angle side property, by side no angle, and by angle and side and then angle, we will have, we can see that it is similar. Angle side angle. Okay, two angles are equal and one of the side is proportional, so this is similar. So let us take the similarity and see the sides are proportional. So now we see that FC is proportional to ED. Find out the relationship between these two sides, then we can find out the value for CG. So let us find here now. What is FC? We have already found out what is FC. FC is 1 by 5 out of one part out of 5 parts. 1 by 5 multiplied by P is FC. And what is ED? ED is, it is 2, 1 is to 2. So it is 2 out of 3 parts of P, ED. So when you do the ratio for FC and ED here, find the proportionality here. So 1 by 5P by 2 by 3P. When you do, you get 1 by 5P into 3 by 2P. P by 5 by 2P by 3 will be P by 5 into 3 by 2P. PP gets cancelled, you get 3 by 10. So you can just take FC as, FC is equal to ED multiplied by 3 by 10. So this is the relation between these two sides. So the same relation will be there between CG and DG. You have to Understand this. So now take CG is equal to 3 by 10 multiplied by DG. Now what is DG? DG is DC plus CG. So CG is equal to, or you can write here 3 by 10 multiplied by DC plus CG. Now write this equation again. Okay, let me shift this diagram here little up. Okay, and now I will continue here. CG is equal to 3 by 10 into DC plus 3 by 10 into CG. CG. Bring 3 by 10 into CG to the left side. CG minus 3 by 10 into CG is equal to 3 by 10 into DC. Now here if you take CG common, you get 1 minus 3 by 10 in the bracket, which is 3 by 10 into DC. So here if you say simplify the fractions inside the bracket, you get 7 by 10 into CG is equal to 3 by 10 into DC. Now bring this fraction to the other side, keeping CG onto the left side. CG is equal to 3 by 10 into 10 by 3, 10 by 7 into DC. 10 gets cancelled, you will be left with 3 by 7 DC. So CG is equal to 3 by 10 DC, that is 3 by 10 M. So your answer is 3 by 10 M. Okay student, this was the last question. Thanks for watching till the end. Do subscribe to my channel to watch more and more videos and my series of shorts where I am posting one by one each concept of number system, algebra, trigonometry and so on. All the concepts of IGCSE I'll be covering in the shorts. Thanks once again. Bye bye. See you in the next video.